I just bought 40,000 US dollars of this penny stock, and no, I am not crazy. In this video, I'm going to cover exactly why I did it, why I think it will go up, and exactly the catalyst, where I bought and where I am going to sell, potentially. I'm going to give you every single thing that you need in order to make your own decision. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. Ticker symbol is going to be TXTM, Protext Mobility Incorporated. If you don't know, TXTM used to be on the caveat emptor. That means it was not being traded. It was only being traded by Canadian people. And the reason that the stock got a caveat emptor is essentially that the story they had was presumably not real. Now, why do I mean presumably? Because once the caveat emptor gets released, that means the company had to do a lot of work in order to provide enough information to show legitimacy to the OTC market and to the SEC. That essentially means that all the story of TXTM is actually true. Now, before we jump into the story of TXTM and why I think it could go up, I want to break down the chart. So as we can see, TXTM is currently seated at 0038 and was trading at 0022. It came out of the caveat emptor at the price of 0008 and was trading beforehand, before it went down to the caveat emptor, at 140, and its previous high was 188. Now, the main reason I think that we can go up from here is essentially the chart. Right now, we're currently at the gap down that TXTM had when it fell down to the caveat emptor. As well as that, on the daily, we broke past the previous resistance, which was 0036. That means essentially we have a blue sky from here to the next resistance, which is essentially 0056. After that, we have that penny mark, and after that, we have that 150 mark. Now, what I think is going to happen with TXTM based on chart parameters only. The thing that I like to do the most when I see these types of plays that do not happen that often, I want to look at the previous plays that did the same or had the same story. So for that reason, I'm going to go into CYBL. If you don't know, we covered CYBL as well when the caveat emptor got released, and I want to break down the chart and what happened essentially. So as we can see, CYBL came out of the expert market and traded at 0048, went all the way up to 125, retraced back and formed a channel around 0075 and 0090. Then it broke past the previous resistance at 125 and continued to pull another 70%, sending it up to the next resistance. Now let's go back to TXTM chart. So what we can see over here is pretty much exact same pattern. The stock went up from 0018 all the way to 0036, 100% gain. Then it retraced back to 0022 up until 0030. Then it continued pushing up and closed above the previous resistance at 0036. Does it sound familiar? Yeah, I know. So what I think is going to happen next is I think TXTM is not going to release any news and the stock is just going to go up to the next resistance, which is in this case 0056. After that, if TXTM will provide an update and will not dilute, I do think we can go up all the way to 0140. And the reason I'm saying that is TXTM by the previous filings has $255 million worth of assets, and it's currently sitting with a market cap of 33 million. That means essentially we have a potential maybe 10 bigger. Now essentially the way I look at it is basically we have a lot of upside because of the market cap and because essentially the SEC and the OTC has approved that the filings and the previous filings are correct and true. The thing I will want to see in the next quarterly report is what are the assets right now and if we are going to expect any news from TXTM, the company or the CEO. Regarding where I bought and where I'm selling, I bought at 0021, but I still think this price is a really good price. And I actually personally added 0030 and I just think it will continue going up. Right now we don't have any dilution. We churned out the previous shareholders and now we can continue going up and push upwards. I do think coming Monday, this stock is going to explode and go up like 50 to 60%. Again, I don't know, I do not promise anything, but I am aiming for more than 1 penny on this one. It has all the story, it has all the catalysts, and it has all the support that it needs. Anyways, I hope you gained some insight regarding TXTM and the play, and as always, if you like the video, smash the like button and comment down below if you want to see more videos like this. And feel free to subscribe. See you in the next one.